Hey guys, come along with me on a 6-year-old no-cool. I am recording this as a voiceover. When I was out here doing the diagnostic, the customer was right behind me, and I wanted to give him my full attention and not just a camera. Basically, we have a 6-year-old system. Another company was out here and they diagnosed it as a refrigerant leak. So basically, I'm just going to double check everything and see if they're on point with their diagnosis. First things first, I'm going to put my probes on. I was out here a few minutes before, so the power is off right now. After putting on the probes, I'm going to check the capacitor. As you can see by looking at the electrical on the left, there's no burnt wires and there appears to be no loose connection, so that's good. So after the power is disconnected, first thing I'm going to do is take off the Herm wire and the fan wire off the capacitor. To test the capacitor, you take one lead from your multimeter and put it on common, and you take the other lead and you put it on fan or Herm. I first checked fan side. The fan side was fine at 4.6. A little low, but that's not the issue today. Secondly, I checked out the Herm side, and that's a 50 out of 50, so that's perfect. Good to go. Here you can see me putting back the fan wire and the Herm wire since the capacitor is not the issue. So since I have my probes hooked up, I'm going to pull out my phone. I use the Fieldpiece RGH12s and they all go to my phone. I realize it's hard to see, so I'll put up the display on the screen. The suction line was reading 60 pressure and the vapor saturation was 7.6, so you can see the low side is obviously messed up. Next, I'm going to put my probe on the high side along with the temp clamp and read the high side. As you guys can see, I only have one probe and one temp reader. I do have the other set, but when I was working on another customer, the depressor ended up bursting out of the probe and I have to order a replacement for it. So for now, this will work. After getting the high side on, I realized the high side has a pressure of 345, which signifies there is refrigerant in the system and there's not a leak. Alright guys, so after looking over their system, I found that it could be a few things. It's either one, bad metering device, so TXV stuck open or stuck closed. Two, there's either restriction in the suction line or the liquid line. So right now I'm gonna go up in the attic, check out the coil, see if it's a TXV and see if the TXV is stuck open. Climbing up into the attic, you can see we have our furnace to the left and we have our evaporator coil to the right. I'm only worrying about the coil for now as that's where our metering device is. Right here you guys can see I am taking off the screws to get to the coil. Right now I'm trying to identify whether the system is running a TXV or a piston metering device. The difference between the two, the piston is a fixed orifice and allows only a steady rate of refrigerant going through, or a set fixed rate. Whereas a TXV will measure the flow of refrigerant based on temperature and other conditions like pressure. Over here, they have a restriction either in the piston or the filter dryer. Just took apart the coil. It's not running off a TXV, it's running a piston. So either the screen up there is blocked off or plugged, or outside the filter dryer is plugged. One of them's plugging up the system and it's not. So yeah, inside of here, there's a little piston. Once you take this off, you gotta try to clear this out, and I'll show you the outside part. Actually got a lot of room up here for once. Usually I'm crawling around on my stomach all day. Finishing up with this call. The system is restricted at the filter dryer or the piston, so I left with them with an estimate on the repair cost. If they call back, I'll get a video of me doing the repairs with the installers. If the system's not working, make sure to leave it off. Clutch for the water. Let's go. Gotta clean this up today. Another day in the books, guys. Basically home now. Today I had 5 service calls, 4 or 5 of them. One big one, I'm hoping they call back Monday. This is it for today. I'll see y'all later.